So, well, I know many of you have seen in the news about Tina and Teddy Campbell. Tina, who is one half of the group Mary. Her and her husband are having some rough times right now due to his infidelity. She spoke about this in the interview her and her sister did with Ebony. And just on yesterday, she put out a plea for people to pray for her and her husband because it has gotten worse. And me paraphrasing the next part is she said that she realized that the devil was playing each of them. They both have their issues, and the devil was using that against them and had them at each other. So I'm saying this: your spouse is not your enemy. We need to understand that it's not our spouse that we are not loving or having a problem with. It is the actions that our spouse have done. So recognize exactly why the actions took place. How can you keep the actions from taking place again so that you do not get to the point of where you are now? Don't allow the devil to tell you that your spouse doesn't love you, that is your fault, or it's something that you did, or it's just who your spouse is. We all have control over our actions, and we got to realize that it is the flesh that is causing us issues. And when I say flesh does not mean just physical. Flesh can be you may have a gambling problem. You may have alcoholism. You may be addicted to something. It could be sex. But flesh, we got to learn how to tame our flesh. And once we can learn how to tame our flesh, we can do a lot more in our marriage. And with that taming our flesh, we got to learn how to share with our spouse. And the spouse that is receiving information got to be able to be open enough to let your spouse be free and share with you their concerns, their problems, or the things that they're struggling with. Don't let our spouse have to go to the outside to get help for something that they should have shared with us. So I'm telling you guys, pray for Tina and Teddy, but we also need to pray for all marriages because we're all struggling with the flesh. Regardless if you think you are or not, we struggle with the flesh every day. We all have something that we need to get control over so that it doesn't harm our marriage. And if we don't get control over it, Satan will use that against us. And it will come in between you and your spouse so quick and you won't be none the wiser. Trying to figure out, whoa, what the hell? How did we get here? I didn't know he felt that way. I didn't know she felt that way. So just know that you can tame this flesh, but you guys got to do it together. Your spouse is not your enemy. I pray for all marriages, and I pray for my marriage. I pray for your marriage. I pray for all marriages that we all recognize that we have a fight on our hands, and it's definitely hard when we are married, but we got to share with our spouse, and our spouse needs to be our support system. So I ask that you pray for not only Tina and Teddy, but pray for your marriage. Call out some names. Call out the names of your friends and family that are married. You don't have to know their circumstance. Just call out their name. Tell the Lord, I pray that you watch over Pam and Stefan, Tina and Teddy. And just ask the Lord to give you the strength to do what you need to do to tame your flesh and to share with your spouse. Until next time, I just ask you guys, follow me on Twitter. I am Dating My Spouse. Subscribe to the this channel and I will be more than happy. All right. I pray for each and every one of you. Enjoy your day. Thanks.